Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. In this video, we're going to be going over break of structure, also known as BOS. So if you're struggling to identify them or you just don't know how to use them, I'm about to show you guys exactly how to do it, and I'm gonna keep it super simple, of course. So with that being said, let's get straight into this video. I absolutely love breaks of structure, and it's because they can actually help you get the best entries ever. And if you understand market structure, you will actually understand why. Because the markets, when you think about it, it always has to retrace. And when people use breaks of structure, they kind of have that mindset, okay, price is breaking a point here, price is gonna have to retrace to come back near that point to then get in for some type of position, and then they can profit off that. So I want to break it down so it's super simple for you guys, so you guys can try and implement it into your own trading strategy, okay? That being said, guys, right now you are staring at a support and a resistance level. It really doesn't matter if it's support and resistance in this case, because we're talking about breaks of structure, but I just want to show you guys what you're looking at, okay? And then you see an arrow pushing past this high point here, indicating that it's a break of structure. As we know, in bullish and bearish structure, it creates lower lows and lower highs for sells. So I'm going to write that down just for you guys. Okay, lower lows and lower highs. Lower lows and lower highs are being created in sell structure, in bearish structure. Okay, in buys, price creates higher highs and higher lows. Okay, that being said, the points that you want to really pay attention to in a bullish structure are high points, and in a bearish structure are low points. And the reason why is because, look, let's just say we're in a bullish market, okay? So we're creating higher highs and higher lows, okay? Let's just say we have a candlestick like this. We come back down to this level here, okay? We're pushing, come down here, okay? And we're just continuing this pattern, okay? What you guys will notice is every single high point is broken. You see that? It is broken because it is trying to make a new higher high. And if price is trying to make a new higher high, it needs to break a previous point, right, guys? So you can literally see price is breaking structure just to create a new high in a bullish structure. And it's gonna be the opposite for sells, guys. So we see this point here, price broke it, boom, came back to retrace, right? We see this point here, price broke it, boom, came back to, it's going to come back to retrace. I didn't draw it, but it's gonna, you know what I mean? And it continues this pattern. This is bullish structure, guys, okay? And then bearish structure, it's the opposite, okay? So let's just say we start here, okay? Here, candles like this. Okay, let's just say we come back like this, like this. This one's not as pretty as my bullish structure, guys, but that's okay. And then we're just continuing, okay? Now, guys, for bearish structure, we are seeing what? Lows are being broken. So we're focusing on points like this, okay? Points like this, and also points like this. And you can see, in order for price to create more lower lows, it has to break a previous low, right? That being said, you can see price broke this low here, boom, created a lower low, retraced to create a lower high, okay? And it's continuing this pattern. So whenever it comes to breaks of structure in a bullish market, guys, high points need to be broken, okay? In a bearish structure, low points need to be broken. Because how do you expect to create a higher high in a bullish structure if you're not breaking a previous high? How do you expect to make a lower low in a bearish structure if you're not breaking a previous low? You have to, you have to. And this is why breaks of structure are great for not only entries, but they can help with trend direction, okay? So I want to get into break of structure candles so you guys can understand this a little bit more. Let's just say we are at a support zone, okay? We have a bunch of candles, okay? Let's just say we have a candle here. We have a candle here. We have a candle here. These aren't that pretty, okay? And we also have a candle here, okay? Let's just say we have the multiple candles here, guys. So basically, if you're gonna draw it how I drew it in the beginning, I'm kind of looking at about it like this, okay? This is what I'm looking at. We are currently at a support zone, okay? already, because we are at support zone, we're looking for buys. What do I need, like I said before, in order for me to be confident that price is going to buy? I need price to break a high point, guys. I need it to. It must break a high point. Because if it breaks a high point, to me, that's confirming that price can possibly continue pushing up. And that is so important, okay? So that being said, if we can get a break of structure and price can push past this high point here, price could potentially continue higher. And understanding the difference between a wick break and a candle body break is essential. So now I want to show you guys an actual break of structure, okay? Number one, this is not going to be a break of structure because we see more wick than body. Remember, guys, this line is going to be a wick, okay? That's a wick, okay? This is your body, okay? If you see more wick than body, it is not a break of structure, okay? I really want to write that down because this is so important. More wick equals not a break of structure, okay? In other words, BOS, okay? So if we see more wick than the candle body breaking a zone, we cannot classify that as a break of structure. For example, if we were at this level here, okay, and I wanted confirmations to potentially get in for a sell, right? I wanted price to break this level to then retest and to sell down, okay? I'm waiting for price to break this zone though, okay? There is no break of structure present until I see more body than I do wick, okay? That being said, this is not a break of structure, but this is a BOS. This is a BOS. And the reason why it's a BOS, guys, is because price is breaking fully with more candle body than we see wick. And because we see more body than we see wick, it is classified as a break of structure. And you might also see breaks of structure more aggressive like this one here, okay? Whether it's medium, small, large, if we see more body than we see wick, it is a break of structure. In this case, this is a very strong candle, price pushed up, right? We see what? We clearly see more body than we see wick. Price broke through this level, right? So now you are basically anticipating for price to do some type of retracement to get in to then have price push up, right? So now we understand that a full candle body break, so more body than wick, is classified as a BOS. We also know that when we see more wick than we see body, this is not classified as a break of structure. But now we want to combine our understanding of market structure into understanding where we want to find a break of structure. And these are going to be low points for sells, high points for buys. So in this example, I'm trying to confirm that sellers are in control over buyers. So I want to get in for sells, right? But what do I need in order to be confident that price is going to continue selling down? We need a break of structure of low points. Lows need to be broken in a bearish market. Lows need to be broken when you want to enter in for sells. I want to write that down because it is important. It is like, it's so important, okay? So lows need to be broken in sells, okay? They need to be broken. If you want to enter in for a sell, it has to be broken. That being said, guys, what you're going to do to locate this is you are going to find a low point in a sell structure, or you're going to find a low point in a bullish structure. That being said, the reason why I say these two options is because sometimes there's not enough candlesticks for at price. So price may have just got into a zone and there's not that many candlesticks and price action yet. And maybe there's just no low point that you can identify. Sometimes what I like to do when I face this problem is I'll just look left. I will look at a low point in a bullish structure, okay? And of course, guys, I'm gonna show you an example of this with candles, but I just want you guys to have a good understanding of with this, okay? So let's just say we are in a bullish structure over here, okay? Boom. Actually, let me go. Yeah, sorry guys, I just want to adjust it so it makes a little bit more sense for you guys. Okay, let me move this. Okay, beautiful. And let me move this. I just want a little bit, okay. Okay, because it's more accurate to live conditions when it looks like how I just drew it. Okay. Okay, so you want to enter in for sells. Okay, remember, trend line is always drawn on the high points in sell structure and on the low points in buy structure. Okay, right now we want to confirm sellers are in control. We want to enter in for a sell, like I said earlier. Okay, we want a break of a low point. If there is no low point present, we are looking at buy structure in the past. That being said, guys, I see the low point here, and it's because I physically drew it. I wanted you guys to see this, okay? I see a low point. So what am I going to do as a trader? I am going to wait for price to confirm trend direction and to confirm it wants to sell down by waiting for a break of structure. And that is why it's so powerful. Breaks of structure can help you get entries and they can help you confirm trend direction. Like it's amazing. Like it really is. And I use this with I use this all the time. Like I love them. When you pair this with other things, whoo, powerful, guys, powerful stuff. Okay. So that being said, if I want to draw it here, I can. If I do not see a low point near current price, what am I doing again? I'm just looking left. What am I identifying? A low in a bullish structure. I'm going to identify this one. Okay. And then this is a low we're looking at for sells. Okay. I just want to, this one or this one, it's the same thing. Okay. And the reason why we're looking for lows in a bullish structure is because we want price to do the opposite of what it's doing over here. We want price to create lower lows and lower highs, because what is that? That's bearish structure, guys. That being said, if we can break this level here, and if we can break structure, so instead of making this structure here, and we can start making sell structure over here, we are in bearish structure, and that can really help you get a good entry. So that being said, let's just say we are waiting for a break of structure. So let's just say a new candle appears. Okay, you're trading live, a new candle appears. Okay, you got this candle here. Quickly, guys, I want you guys to, in your head, is this a break of structure? Okay, I'm gonna count to 3 just to make 1, 2, 3. If you said yes, I'm gonna be mad. I'm gonna be really no, I'm joking, but we're learning. It's okay. Okay, if you did, that's don't worry, okay? You're gonna understand everything by the end of this, okay? Don't worry, okay? Anyways, this is not a break of structure, and it's not because why? We are seeing more wick than we are seeing body down here, because we want price to break down here. We want price to break low points because we want to enter in for a sell, right, guys? We want to enter in for a sell. We need low points to be broken. We need to confirm trend direction. We need that break of structure so we can possibly get in for a retest. We need it. We literally need it. So no break of structure happens. So what am I thinking in my head? Okay, in my head I'm thinking, okay, this support level could either be super strong, okay, bullish structure isn't done, so buyers are still not done, so it could potentially continue higher. That being said, I'd look for a high point, or I'd mark a high point like this. So I'd be like, so you'll see this on my chart a lot, and when I draw these, this is just me indicating that I'm paying attention to this high here. Okay, when I see candles like failing to break a level 100 times, not even 100 times, maybe like, you know, 2-3 times, when I see it failing to break, I kind of be like in my head, okay, this zone must be pretty strong. So just to make sure, I'm just going to mark a high point and see, okay, does price break that high point, or is it going to actually stay below it? Because if it stays below it, I can kind of be like, okay, buyers are dying down, but we need this break of structure to still occur in order for me to be confident to enter in for sells. Because if price ends up breaking a high point like this, what is that? That's bullish structure. It's creating higher highs. It's creating a higher high, or just, you know, it's breaking high points. And because it's breaking high points, I'm not confident that sellers are in control, okay? So let's just say we get another candle, okay? I'm gonna mark it like this. And again, guys, these are not pretty candles. They are just examples. So please don't get too caught up. They're not gonna look exactly like this, but they're gonna look pretty close, okay? I'm not an artist. Well, I wish I was. Okay, so we see this, right? We're like, oh shoot, price isn't breaking this low point here. It's breaking structure of this high point here. No, it's not a break of structure. Not a break of structure. Why? More wick than we see body. That being said, this could potentially just be price taking out liquidity. If you do not understand what liquidity is, I want you guys to think of it as strength. price doesn't have enough strength to sell down, and that's why it's testing this level multiple times. So when it doesn't have enough strength to push through a level, what is price usually going to do? It's going to find strength, right? So when it finds strength, it will push up sometimes. It may take out a high. Sometimes it doesn't, but it will go up, take people out of the market to then do what? Sell down. So let's just say, okay, we continue this. I'll readjust my trend line, don't worry. And we finally get this break of structure. And in a golfing candle. I didn't even mean to draw this like that. Like, okay, but this isn't a golfing candle. You guys don't need to know that part, but I got excited because, okay, I love this stuff, guys. I really do. Okay, so, like I was saying, we finally get a break of structure, okay? So, this is a break of structure. Why, guys? We are seeing more body than we see wick. This is now classified as a break of structure. This candle here. This candle broke these lows here. And if you drew your low over here, in this bullish structure, a low point in a bullish structure, then it also broke this low point here. That being said, guys, if price creates lower lows and lower highs in a bearish market, what do we want price to do so we can get an entry? We want price to retrace, right? We want price to retrace. Because earlier, guys, I drew bearish structure. And I was like, okay, we're like this, and it just continues this, right? Our goal as traders, if we see some type of break of structure, is to get in on this retest, guys, on this retracement, this lower high. Because lower highs can get us good entries because they're high points in a bearish structure. And remember the saying, buy low, sell high? I want to get the best entry possible. I don't want to get in here. I want to get in here. I want to make more money, right? It's all about the it's all about the money. Okay, a little bit, other stuff is nice, but it's all about the money. Okay? So, that being said, guys, this is now classified as a break of structure. So, if you guys want to draw mark it, you can. I don't usually mark breaks of structure only because I'm so used to it. So you might not see it on my chart, but you should do it because it will allow you to get in the habit of identifying them. So we have a break of structure here. Now that we have a break of structure here, guys, this is what we kind of want to see. We want to see price basically come back up to retest. So let's just say we get more candles. Let's just say this is another candle. We're pushing down. Beautiful. Okay. Our goal is most likely to get in on like a lower high. So we're going to think about, okay, price broke structure. Now our goal is to get in on an entry point near this break of structure. So you want to enter on a retest for a lower high. You can use the same area that you marked your break of structure as your retest point. And guys, basically what a retest is just a lower high that's being created. So remember I told you guys price creates lower lows and lower highs in cell structure. The retest, when I say the word retest, I want you guys to think just price retracing. So it can do what? Create a lower high. So our goal is to get in on this lower high. So what traders will do usually is they'll set some type of limit or they'll wait for price to retrace to market exit at some type of zone near this break of structure to then do what? Enter in for the sell to catch all this. For let's see how many pips, guys, because I love pips. Ooh, 200. No. Okay. Okay, so that is break of structure, guys. Okay, so this is how it's somewhat gonna look in a bearish structure. Of course, the candles are gonna be a little bit different, but this is bearish structure, guys. If you want to enter in for a sell, wait for a break of structure of a low point. I'm going to show you guys a buy example quickly, and then we're going to move on to the fun stuff, okay? The same thing is going to apply when it comes to buys, okay? So it's just reversed, so it's flipped, okay? That being said, guys, we have multiple candles at this level here. We want price to break structure to confirm trend direction, and so we could possibly get an entry, okay? That being said, I told you guys, bullish structure does what, guys? Creates higher highs and higher lows, okay? So our goal is to get price to look like this. We're here, okay? Tap into this level, break a high point, because what? We need price to do what? Create a higher high. A high higher than this dot here, or even this dot, or this dot here, okay? So we're here, okay, let's just say we're here. Our goal is for price to do this. We want price to do this because we want to enter in for buys, okay? High points need to be broken in order to enter in for buys, or in order to be confident that price is going to continue pushing up, okay? That being said, what are we going to identify in current structure? In sells, I told you guys you're going to be identifying a low point in current sell structure because you want lows to be broken. In bullish structure, you're going to be identifying a high point because we want high points to be broken because we want to create a higher high. Okay. I also told you in sell structure, if you don't want to look at current price and you want to look left, because you might not want to wait for price action to continue, or you just see a better level at previous price, you'd be looking at a low point in a bullish structure when you're entering for sells. Okay. Similar to this example, if you want to look left for when you're looking for buys, you can identify a low point in a sell structure. The reason why I say a low point in a sell structure, guys, is because at the end of the day, price is creating this, right? It's creating lower lows and lower highs. And we want price to create higher highs and higher lows. So we want high points to be broken because I want price to start creating bullish structure, higher highs and higher lows. And we need points like this to be broken so we can shift structure, right? So I want price to break this low point here, okay? So I'm just gonna delete this dot because it's bothering me, because why is there two of them? Like, okay, I'm really picky on my charts, guys, as you're slowly gonna pick that up. Okay, so we want price to break this level here because we want bullish structure to happen, okay? So either looking at a high point at current price action of bullish structure like this, or you're going to be looking at a low point in bearish structure like this. If you think you want to use a high point in a bearish structure, you can 100% do so, okay? I like looking at lows, okay? High points, I like to start looking at high points when price is starting to create it, okay? When price actually starts to break it. When price breaks structure, then I'll be looking at high points, because at the end of the day, we want price to keep pushing and creating higher highs. So we want price to create higher highs than these levels, because if it stays below these levels, guys, what it's indicating to me is possibly price is just creating a lower high that's just close to this level here, or even this level here, okay? So low points in the bearish structure, once price breaks, we can look at high points if you want, okay? If you want, whatever you prefer, okay? That being said, guys, I want to delete this and I want to add more candles so we can kind of see this example fully, okay? So I'm just gonna remove this, delete. Okay, bullet structure, okay? So right now you guys are kind of looking at something like this, okay? Kind of similar to what I drew. Let me just adjust it so it's like, because I know you guys are, I'm just gonna make it perfect for you guys because I love y'all. Okay, so this is a high point, right? We want price to break high points, of course. So we want a break of structure. I told you guys we need full candle body breaks, not just a wick, okay? So more candle body than we see wick, okay? More candle body than we see wick. I want to just say that again. Okay, that being said, let's just say price is doing its thing, blah 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 blah. You know, I'm not gonna draw wicks on this because I think you guys get the point. But you see price is here, still hasn't broken this level, guys, still hasn't broken. So what am I doing? Still waiting. Let's just say we come back here again, and then boom, we just fly up. Let's just say news did hit, okay? News did hit and had this strong candle. Okay, this is clearly a break of structure, guys. Woo, clearly a beautiful break of structure, actually, okay? News hit, break of structure happened, okay? What am I doing now, guys? Waiting for what? I'm waiting for a lower, not a lower high, guys. What am I saying? I'm looking for a higher low. So I'd be like this, kind of like this, so I can then push up like this. Okay, that's sort of how I'm going about it. Okay, so that being said, we finally got a break of structure. When you see candles this strong, usually when you see candles this strong, I don't really look down here because we have such a huge impulsive move that most likely price is going to test some type of point in the past. So let's just say this was actually live markets. I'd be looking possibly like at a level like this. Oh, this is actually a great example. So you guys see how this impulsive move happened here? Like literally the candle I drew, right? Price, you see how price didn't actually tap into this level here. And like I showed you guys, I wanted price to, come down here to test it. Usually when you see strong momentum candles that are usually from news, so like I said, if if someone with high power or someone in general was speaking, you know, CPI happen, whatever is happening, when it comes to these huge candles, they usually don't come back this close to price again. They usually have so much momentum that they just want to fly, right? They'll come back to retrace, they'll do that little retracement, and then boom, take off if they want to. Like buyers, but like when this happens, buyers are in control. They're like, nah, sellers, you're not, no, not today. Not today. So that's what I just wanted to, that was actually a beautiful example. That's funny how that, yeah. Okay, so that being said, I may adjust this when price does break structure instead of, you know, because at the end of the day, guys, you are reacting, you're not chasing. We have this huge impulsive break of structure, and then now my goal is to find an entry on this retest to get in on a higher low to then have price push up like this. Okay, boom, this is the goal. That is simply how you implement breaks of structure when you start trading. A lot of the times you guys may ask, like, okay, Meeks, how do I confirm that price truly wants to, you know, hold after a retracement? So remember, let's just say we're here, okay? Let's just say we come here, and remember, price creates higher highs and higher lows in buy structure. Let's just say we want price to come to this level for a retracement, okay? I'm just gonna end it here so I can draw that, okay? I want price to come here for a retracement because I want to get in on a retest to then buy up, okay? Usually when you guys see price take liquidity out and break structure, in this case, breaks a high point in a bullish structure or a low point in a bearish structure. When we see it break structure or break a previous high, in this example, this low is usually strong. I want to write that down. Strong low. I know this might seem like nothing, but it's actually like so important, and I want to show you guys. I'll show you guys why. Okay, so strong low equals grab LQ, so I like to refer liquidity as LQ, and break structure as in BOS. Okay, grabs liquidity and break structure. If you guys do not understand liquidity yet, do not worry, I will make a video on this. But also I did touch on it in the beginning when I was like, okay, just pretend price needs more strength before pushing into the intended direction. In this case, we have no strength, right? We have no strength. So what is price going to do? It's going to take out a low, fake people out thinking it's going to sell, and then reverse into the opposite direction. That is liquidity in like a less than 30-second explanation. Okay, with that being said, when we grab liquidity like this, so we take out a previous low in a bullish structure and it holds, okay, and then it takes out a high point like this, breaking structure. I will mark that so you guys can really see that. That low is usually strong. That low is usually strong, okay? And same thing when it comes to sells, okay? So let's just say I was here. Actually, we'll keep this one here since we're already here. We're at this level here, okay? Let's just say we go up. This is a previous high. In sell structure, we want to look at high points because realistically, when we take liquidity out, guys, again, I will make a video on this. When we take liquidity out, usually it will be a high point in a sell structure when you're looking for sells. Because what price is going to do is it's going to want to fake people out thinking, because people are going to be like, oh my gosh, a break of structure happened. Let me get in for buys. But no, what it's doing is taking this previous high out. And when it holds after taking this previous high out, most likely it is liquidity. And then if we break a low point like this, this high is now considered strong. So this high, the reason why this is important is because if this high is considered strong, when we start creating more price action, so like let's just say like lower lows and lower highs. So in this example, we're looking here. When we start creating price action, we can be confident that price won't break this previous high. Usually, not in all cases, most of the time, okay? Now I'm not talking 600 pips. You're not gonna break this previous high. Like we're not gonna, you know, price is gonna do its little retracements. It's gonna do those things, but most of the time, or when you're catching, like, let's just say maybe 100 pips or whatever, 50, 60, whatever, this high is going to be strong. And when this high is strong, I am so confident that price is going to continue creating this bearish structure, because now I'm more okay, so let me just remove this. Okay, because now I'm confident that if I wanted to get in on a lower high, that this high would not be broken. And this is also why, guys, I usually have my stop loss at previous high or low. Okay, because at the end of the day, if I know a lower high is strong, so a high in a bearish structure like this, or a low in a bullish structure like this, if I know a low is strong, most likely I'm gonna be more confident that if price does retrace for entry here, that this low will not be broken. Okay, and if it starts breaking lows, guys, that's not bullish structure. So that's how I kind of go about, okay, let's just see if liquidity is broken. Let's just see if this high point is broken. Let's see if price holds for then to then buy up. Okay, and then for sells, break of structure happen. Okay, this is a strong high because what? Strong high equals grab LQ and break structure. Okay, this is a strong high. Because this is a strong high, I'm confident that if we do get some type of retracement, price should respect this high, meaning it should not break it. If we are truly bearish, meaning I'm going to enter in for a sell and I'm going to TP all the way down here. No, maybe here. No, maybe here actually. But okay, like that is just a general of like strong lows and highs. Okay, this is really important when we get into our live example. As far as weak lows and highs, I don't like to necessarily say if it doesn't grab liquidity, it's not a strong low. I like when it grabs liquidity and breaks structure, I'm more confident than if it doesn't grab liquidity and only break structure. The reason why I say this, guys, so let's just say I have a new example. I'm going to remove all this. I hope you guys took some notes on that. So I'm going to remove all this. I'm going to draw a support zone. Okay. I'm going to draw a resistance zone. Okay. Beautiful. I'm going to be like, okay, we have a support level here. Okay. I'm just going to mark some stuff so I can, ooh, I didn't even mean to mark it like that. Oops. Let me redo that. Sorry, guys. Okay. We have a low point here. Okay. Beautiful. Okay. Price is creating this here. I just want to exit out of this quick so I can adjust this. Okay. This is a previous high that was created, guys. Okay. This is a previous high. Okay. Let's just say liquidity was slightly taken. I don't care at this point for this example. I just want you guys to pay attention to this part. Okay. I just told you guys strong lows and highs are usually going to grab liquidity and break structure. Okay. So let's just say I wanted to get in for buys, right? Everything I wanted was happening, you know, maybe I got, you know, some type of engulfing candle maybe here. Okay. Let's just say we did. Okay. You need to make sure, like I said in the beginning, high points need to be broken. And the reason why I always say this is because it's so important to determine if price is going to hit your TP, right? Because realistically, guys, let's just say we wanted to enter for buys. We enter for buys, but what happens? Price fails to break this previous high. If price fails to break this previous high, guys, what am I really paying attention to? I am paying attention to lows in a bullish structure. Okay, and it'd be a high in a bearish structure. The reason why I'm paying attention to this low is because I'm like, okay, this low might actually be now weak. And if this low is weak, guys, what's gonna happen? Price is just gonna fly through it. Might not fly, but it might come back down near this low. And the reason why this is so important is because if we're staying below this previous low and we're not breaking high points, sellers might not be done yet. So we want to pay attention to see if, you know, price takes this low out, if it holds here again and just test this level to buy up. We want to make sure we have we know the type of reaction that's going to occur so we can be ready for it. Okay. That is basically strong lows and highs and weak lows and highs. That's literally the simple way to put it. Okay. I want you guys to understand that because some of you guys may not understand. Okay. You know, I had this level here. I got in for a retest here and price, you know, ended up going lower. Why did price end up going lower, guys? We are failing to break high points. But if we fail to break high points, guys, most likely we might get some type of retracement, and you just want to be ready for it. Yes, you have your stop loss, you know, to account for this, but you just want to pay attention to high points if you are entering for buys, to make sure they do get broken and they don't, you know, not break, because then price could potentially reverse. That's basically what I'm trying to say. Okay, so that is kind of why you might experience something like this. Okay, high points need to be broken for buys, low points need to be broken for sells. Okay, that being said, guys, I am now going to show you guys true examples of what I just said. Okay, because now you guys understand the little animations I did, but you guys need to understand real candlesticks, right? So let's go and do that. Now I want to show you guys everything with actual candles. So let's just say we're at support zone. Okay, we want to enter in for buys. So what do we need to happen? We need high points to be broken to confirm price is truly bullish. Okay, so we are going to identify a high, right? We are going to identify a high. Okay, let's just say price was, you know, let's just say price was down here instead. Okay, and you were like, oh, there's not really any high points I want price to break that's near current price. Let's just say price was actually here. Okay, you see how there's like not really any high points. Like, let me even go to the 15. Okay, you see how price, like when I look for a high point at current price, it's literally what I'm trying to say. It's at current price. Okay, let's just say there's no strong high points I want to look at for a break of structure near current price. Okay, let's just say this one's, I didn't want to use this. I wanted to use something a little bit more stronger or higher up just to confirm it. What you can do is look left. Okay, find a point like this. Okay, so right now this is, I think this is a low point. Let me just see. Yeah, sorry, I haven't seen the, okay, low point in the bear structure. I just want to make sure. I couldn't see. Okay, awesome. So you can identify over here by looking left, like I taught you guys in the beginning, or you can actually look at current price. So right now, because, you know, candles are kind of moving sideways, I might be more inclined to look at something like this. If I was, you know, wanting to get in for a buy, right? I could, you know, also look for stronger zones if I wanted to. I could look for levels like this. It depends on where, how early you want to enter in. And yeah, so basically, let's just say we're waiting for a break of structure, guys. So we're waiting for price to break this zone. Okay, unless we get a candle body break, so more candle body than we see wick, it is not a break of structure. So we're playing this out, guys, and we see no break of structure is occurring. Why is there no break of structure? Because I don't see no break of structure here. I don't see more candle body than I see wick. I don't even see price near this line yet. So you're still waiting. And during live conditions, guys, this is a little bit more, you know, stressful. So it's not good. It's definitely not the same. So you're waiting. Okay. And remember, every candle is 15 minutes. So waiting. Okay. We get this break of structure. Ooh, I played this candle too early. Okay. We finally get a break of structure. That being said, guys, I'm supposed to get some type of entry here. If I wanted to get in for a retest, I'd be thinking about a zone like this. The reason why is because you see how many reactions occurred at this level. See how price even tried to fake people out and then sold down here. You see that's multiple reactions happening. And because that's multiple reactions happening, I'd be really confident to enter in on a retest at this level as well. Well, let's just say we test it. Okay, beautiful. Okay, and let's just say we miss this entry here, guys. What does price do? Creates higher highs and higher lows. There has to be a retracement. Okay, there has to be a retracement at some point. Might not be like within 30 seconds, but at some point there's going to be some type of retracement. Okay, so that being said, remember I told you guys this is the safer option if you want to have a later entry, because what? More high points are being broken, more confirmation that buyers are in control. So you can either get in early here if you have experience. I would recommend that, you know, if you are kind of, you know, new to this, you're not, you know, you want to feel this out, I would definitely recommend maybe doing it at a higher point. Whatever you prefer. This is all up to you. This is your journey, guys. Your journey. You do what you want to do. You journal, make those mistakes now, you know, practice, do whatever you need to do to learn it and get better at it, right? Okay. That being said, guys, let let's just say we want a new entry here. If I miss this entry here, this is kind of how I go about finding another entry. So I'll just look left, find a point that makes sense. And it also usually is pretty nicely corresponds to, like, you know, high points in the bullish structure like this. Because you can see a little high point here, broke it a little bit slightly here, and then price could potentially retrace to then continue pushing up. Okay, so that is basically bullish structure, looking for buys, waiting for a break of structure. Remember, full candle body break, we saw that, and then you would enter in for buys to then, you know, have price, you know, do its thing and react, right? So that is literally how it is. So I know okay. Ooh, guys, okay, my stop losses, remember, were not accurate. This was definitely not as accurate because this is on GU, because it is on GU, realistically my stop loss would have been a little bit lower, only because that was only like 18 pips or whatever. I would have probably had my stop loss slightly lower, only to account this, you know, this level here. And also for this level here, you know, we did get a clean break of structure, guys. We did get a clean break of structure. So it's just one of those trades if this did end up happening. But also, if you guys, you know what I taught you guys about strong lows and highs, you'll understand this. Okay, so I'm about to explain this right now. And I didn't even know this example was going to do this, but this is perfect. Okay, so beautiful. Okay, we have this level here. We wanted to get in. Okay, let's just say, because this happens a lot. You'll see this, boom, you might get stopped out because you entered maybe on this level here because you waited and you did nothing technically wrong, right? Okay, this is a high point. If you look left, there's multiple high points here. There's a high point here that you could get on re-enter off of. But for this, I want to show you guys or explain to you guys the strong lows and highs things. Okay, so we were at a level of support. Okay, we wanted to buy. We're getting nice breaks of structure of high points, but not at like major high points, right? The major high points are going to be when we look left, like this. Okay, high points in sell structure, we need them to be broken. Okay, this is sell structure. As you can see, this is a high point here. When I see this, like if this was live markets and I see price coming close to this level and it's doing multiple rejections like this, you guys can see it too. Multiple rejections, you can see. That's like price ain't ready, guys. To me, that price ain't ready. Price ain't ready to buy yet. So what is it gonna do? It's gonna collect strength. And what does that mean? It's going to potentially take out lows in a bullish structure. So what are you paying attention to, guys? You're paying attention to major lows. So you might see this one. This one is the most important one that I'd be looking at, but you can look at this one as well, okay? Because realistically, it's okay if you look at that one, okay? So you're looking at lows now because it's like, okay, price isn't breaking this level. It doesn't have strength yet. So if it doesn't have strength, what is it gonna do? It's gonna find it, right? So if it's finding strength, what you're paying attention to are these lows down here, because price could potentially do what? Use this as liquidity. Ooh, we see liquidity was swept. You can count this as liquidity. Some people might only like to see wicks as liquidity sweeps, whatever. You could call this a stop hunt. So taking out orders too. I'd rather use this word for this example. So we see a stop hunt. Okay, beautiful. Stop loss, slightly below previous low here. We have liquidity being taken out. So what is the next important thing when liquidity is taken out to kind of be like, okay, this low is now strong? Price needs to break high points, right? It needs to break previous highs. It needs to break this high. So let's just say you found a high point, you wanted to get in on a retest here. Price 110% needs to break this high point, or else buyers are not in control yet. You need this high point to be broken now, because now it swept liquidity. It held here. It broke a high point here, and you guys might not see it on. Yeah, so this high point is early entry high point. Later entry high point would be this. But because after this, like I told you guys in the beginning, when you see these strong impulsive moves like this, strong candles like this, you may want to adjust your high point. So that being said, let me remove this. Sorry guys, a little messy here. Okay, we broke this high point. Okay, we came back to retrace and test it. And why am I confident that price would hold at this zone? Why is this valid, guys? Because if we're truly bullish, price should not want to break low points. And even though price did come back down here, what do we also notice? Price is actually respecting lows. It's staying above this previous low here, although it swept liquidity here. But this is a more major low that we're really curious about. And it's staying above it. And because it's staying above it, it's still technically bullish structure. So now what's more important is to ensure high points like this are being broken. So we broke, came back to retest. We want to make sure high points are continuing to be broken now, especially because price came back down again. Okay, so we tapped. So the first time, okay, we came here. First time, still no strength. So what we're gonna do? Take lows out. Okay, grab liquidity, broke a high point. So grab liquidity and broke structure. This can also be considered a stop hunt, whatever you want to see it as. Okay, broke it, came back, retested it here to then fly up here. Okay, let's just say you missed this entry, guys. So you're like, oh shoot, I missed this entry. Oh my gosh. What are you doing? You are looking for a new high point more that is closer to the impulsive move, to the impulsive candle. So when the impulsive candle closes, look for a new point. I kind of like to go look for a new point. I like to refresh it because at the end of the day, like I told you guys, price may not come all the way back down to this level here, but it can come to more so levels like this or even levels like this. Okay, so once that happens, you can then find some type of entry to then buy up for buy continuations. Okay, see how beautiful that was? Whew, beautiful. I told you guys, when you're looking for sells and you want a break of structure to occur, you are identifying a low point because you want price to break lows to create what? Lower lows and lower highs. That being said, guys, I'm identifying a low point at current price or a low point in a bullish structure like this. Up and down in an uptrend, okay? That being said, I can have this low point being broken if I want a later entry, or I can have a low point near current price broken if I want an earlier entry. It all depends on what you want to do. It all depends on your experience level, okay? That being said, we're going to wait for a break of structure of a low point, okay? Remember, breaks of structures, candle body breaks, not just a wick. This isn't a break of structure because what? It's a wick. No candle body, okay? So what we're going to do, we're going to wait for the candle stop here, okay? This is still not a break of structure. Why? It's just a wick that broke. So what are we doing? We're still waiting, okay? Then we finally get a break of structure. Beautiful. Since we finally get a break of structure, guys, this is where you can always readjust your break of structure line. Just because you have it here does not mean you have to stick with it, okay? Sometimes I'll even look left. I'll see a point just to make sure it is truly valid, okay? It's valid, okay? There was a reaction over here, so I won't be surprised if there's a reaction here. That being said, low point is being broken. You're gonna try and look for a sell, okay? Sorry, guys. Because now you want price to push down lower, creating lower lows and lower highs. And when you guys look at this, do you see how, price actually kind of took this previous high out here and it held? Remember I showed a similar example in the beginning? This just happened to be the example too, guys. So we took this previous high out here, we held, and what did we do? We broke a level here. What does that usually indicate? What did I tell you guys in the beginning? Usually this high is strong. And this is what makes you more confident that price is going to respect on the retracement, okay? Sometimes you just want to pay attention. Is price breaking low points? Because if price stops breaking low points, what are you possibly, kind of thinking about? Price is potentially going to retrace. Then you just want to make sure what happens, that these high points here do not get broken. This is the max high point. You don't want this high point to be broken there. As we're wrapping up, just to recap, break of structure, candle body breaks, okay? If we're just going to quickly look at our chart, okay? This is not a break of structure, okay? We're at a support zone. More wick than we see body, okay? No body break down here. Not a break of structure, okay? Okay, let's just say we have a high point. We want to get in for buys. Price broke structure here. Why? We're seeing more body than we see wick, okay? Lots of body being shown, okay? This is a break of structure. Beautiful. Could have gotten in on a retest here. Beautiful. Let's look for more examples, okay? We see this level here, okay? Let's just say we marked it here. Even though you mark it down here, and even if you mark it here,
Still no break of structure. Let's just say we're here. Okay, all these candles below the sign, no, not a break of structure. More wick than we're seeing body. Finally see a break of structure here. We see a lot of body. Okay, less wick here. Beautiful. Okay, now we have this point here that we can potentially get in for a retest entry, so we can adjust it here, and then boom, get in for buys. Okay, so that being said, guys, that is how you use breaks of structure and how you can confirm they are valid. Just really remember strong and weak lows and highs. Also remember, if price is failing to break a high point or a low point, price could potentially do what? Retrace and come down, and could potentially, might not always, take out a higher or low, so you as liquidity, okay, or just, you know, go into the opposite direction. So just pay attention for those. So breaks of structure can really be a powerful thing when you pair it with other stuff to get an entry, to get in on a break of structure plus a retest. Okay, so with that being said, guys, this is the end of this video.
Thank you so much for watching. If this helped, please like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye, guys.